everyone, it's Neffy for the JasmineBrand.com here with Salt-N-Pepa.
That's right. And we're still in effect.
Still in effect to get the scoop on how they will be adding spice to your TV lineup with their BET docuseries, Ladies Night. All right, now, spill the tea. Who came up with the idea for the show?
Well, you know, it's all ladies. And
Right.
I just remember actually when the show idea came up and we're tossing around. And it was just like,
But who came up with the initial idea?
well, it was brought to me. We're collaborating
Right.
on how to do something with groups that's iconic with Salt-N-Pepa, and you know I've been doing reality forever, so I wanted to do something a little bit more. And then it was like Salt-N-Pepa, and then it's SWV. We're trying to think of what iconic group with Salt-N-Pepa, SWV that could be empowering and just make that point out there of what's missing, and it was perfect. And then everyone was like, "We on board, Salt-N-Pepa SWV." So
I love
within
it. I love it. And
the
so,
Salt-N-Pepa camp.
Right.
So is that what the first thing? Salt-N-Pepa camp.
Salt-N-Pepa camp. Okay. So I know that you guys are the first hip hop group to do a residency in Las Vegas.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about that? That's amazing.
It is amazing because it's something that started way back from hip hop. Would it last? And I just remember with Saul always making a joke like, "We gonna be in Vegas one day, girl." She was like, "No, we not." And look at us now. Like we do the first of a lot. And that residency is amazing feeling, and just to be in Vegas, that's huge.
Right.
Whoever thought? Cheryl said that's where you come to die.
You still feel that way?
Yeah,
Well, back in the day, Vegas was a place that artists were at the end of their career, where they would actually end their career.
Right,
So it used
okay.
to be thought of to me like a depressing thing when she used to talk about it. But then, as we know, Vegas has become where you go to live.
Right.
You know, it's the place to be now. So it's definitely changed. But it was her that always thought we would end up in Vegas. So it's very ironic that we ended up in Vegas.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. You
Yes.
thought it and you spoke it into
Yeah.
fruition.
Yes, she did.
Now, is our girl DJ Spinderella? She's gonna be on the show with you guys.
Yeah, she's on the Ladies Night show. Yeah, she's on the Ladies
I love
Night
it.
show.
I love it. And so talk to me about what people can expect from the show, right? What are we tuning in for? We got a lot of reality TV out there to watch.
Yeah, there sure
Yeah.
is
And
a lot.
you know what? It is a lot to tune in. Sorry. It's like actually like bring these groups together, right? And our experience. And first of all, we have problems within a group.
Right.
And to show how when you are in a group, things that can go down,
Right.
good and bad.
Right.
And you have a problem within your own camp sometimes, like sister,
Mhm.
love.
Right.
And then you have here other women coming in together, collaborating, becoming one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the challenge. It's hard. It's great. It's empowering. And it's just showing how to sustain, keep pushing it, keep doing it, and giving advice, you know, and just seeing how this thing can work.
I love
As
it.
women in this music, in this industry, in any genre, keeping our mark, because it's so limited. It's so male-dominated driven.
It is, but you guys have stood the test of time, and
Right.
this is not your first time doing
Ain't my
reality
first rodeo.
TV. You guys are veteran in music and in the reality TV space. So talk to me about, I guess, what are some things that you know now that you wish you knew when you first stepped on the reality TV scene? I'm pretty sure you're doing a few things differently.
On me, I'm personally a little gun shy for reality television. The Salt-N-Pepa show was very difficult for me, but we had broken up. I was gone for like 10 years. And then when we were on the show, we actually did therapy with Iyanla Van Zandt. So what the good thing that came out of that show for me was being vulnerable, because people were wondering what happened to Salt-N-Pepa, answering that question for our fans, but then turning around and also showing them what did happen and then fixing it, you know, and coming back together and learning how to communicate. And so when we jumped to I don't know how many years later, that was 2007 when Pep called me about the Ladies Night show. Again, I was gun shy, but you know, I was like,
2007?
no, that was Salt-N-Pepa show
Okay.
in 2007.
Right,
But
okay.
now let's skip up to 2018.
Right.
But the Ladies Night show, for me, I said yes because, you know, I wanted to, like Pep said, show the world our vulnerability. You know, some women are going through divorces, you know, and we're relating on that way, in that way, showing people how difficult and challenging it can be to be in a group, because some people wonder why do groups break up. They're just like, stay together, you know, and you get to see the things that go on that can become a challenge, and how do we overcome those challenges. And this is the first time that Salt-N-Pepa have ever been on tour with women.
Oh, wow, that is amazing.
Yes.
And what about you? Is there anything that you do differently now in terms of what you wear, what you say, how you act, based on your experience in the past during reality? What have you tweaked a bit?
I just tweak like me. You know, I'm just saying is, you know, this is you, this is your life, it's reality. And the thing is about reality, like we're opening up, right? And it's like into our lives, and it's a supportive thing, like everyone who support artists and for watching and with this ladies night. But my thing is tweaking to know your worth, know who you are, and that's the way I tweak. I'm just knowing I have a voice, and that's what I learned. Like, have your voice, understand who you are, understand your worth. If you're doing reality, do it for you, and know who you are and what you're trying to talk about, what you're about. That's your platform. Use it wisely for yourself.
Right.
Product placement, who you are. And I know this is the social media is like a place now that you get shown and, you know, showcase.
Right.
But reality is tricky, and you got to be in it to be ready for it. I don't know. I've been doing it from day one, so I'm seasoned. I have a tough skin.
Right.
I take the do's and the good and the bad, and it's just life.
Right.
It's just life.
Well, you know what? Speaking about life,
Sorry,
you touched. No, that's all right, girl. Hold on. You talked about a lot of things, right? Knowing your words.
Yes.
Having tough skin. You spoke about divorce. You know, addressing divorce and all these different topics. Yes. I want to know if you guys have any advice for Wendy Williams, who's currently, you know, going through some of the topics that you guys touched on.
I got a lot of. I don't have a lot because we don't have time. But call me Wendy. No, we don't. Call me Wendy. Make a dog Wendy. Women, period. You know. And
advice for women who are going through divorce or situations like that. You talk about knowing your worth, knowing when to leave. What advice do you have to Wendy or those women who are in similar situations?
My advice is like keep pushing the hats off. You show up and you show out. I just know Wendy. She got shows. She's coming up. She's doing her job. She's engaging. And guess what? Come
on, don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. Look, she edited. She tweaking what she said. Don't hold back. You can relate.
I can't relate. I'm just saying. Do you? Go ahead. Go ahead. I was. Go ahead.
Too close to home.
No, not too close. I'm just saying we don't have time.
Right.
About the advice for Wendy, I'm just saying, yo, Wendy, a woman. I put the wool in my man. I'm a woman, and throughout a lot of years and experience, ups and downs, these men they can bump their head. Anybody can bump their head, but guess what? Know your worth, know who you are, and Wendy Williams, not Wendy Hunter.
Right.
I know Wendy Williams.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
I don't know Wendy Hunter. I know Wendy Williams.
Oh, Wendy Williams. Who's Wendy Hunter?
Who?
Wendy Hunter?
Who?
And she's real.
Right.
And that's answering your question.
Right, yeah, right.
The advice my advice for Wendy Saul says, who's Wendy Hunter?
Right.
That's my advice to Wendy. Wendy Williams. Keep it going. Keep it pushing, girl.
I love it.
That's right. I know Wendy Williams, not Hunter.
Right. Who? Soldier Boy? Wendy Hunter. So I
thought it was actually a person.
It is a person, but she said. That's why I know. Yes. Because Wendy is her married. Hunter. So she said, "What do I feel advice?" So I only know. And then you said who? And then you said who's Hunter? And my point exactly.
And
we only know Wendy Williams.
You're like, what's going on?
I really was not kidding.
Wendy is definitely gonna have a lot of ladies' nights in her future. So talk to me about what you feel is the recipe for a great ladies' night?
The recipe for a great ladies' night is listening, understanding, and listening, not judging. Listening, because any sin is greater than the next, right? Any one sin, we know that. So people come in a ladies' night and we talk, we vent. We have to listen. Sometimes we give advice and you got to think back to your own shit. Go, damn, I just gave wrong advice. I did that too.
Right.
We have to cross our T's and dot our I's before we give an advice to someone else. And if you do, make sure you know what you're talking about.
Right.
And I will come for you like a lawyer.
Like a lawyer.
Like a lawyer.
But what about you? What's your advice? What's your recipe for the perfect ladies' night?
Well, going back to divorce, I'm newly divorced a year, and I went through a really difficult divorce. It was hard. One of the darkest times in my life because it took so long, and I was with my husband. Our daughter's 27, so 28 years, and it was me trying to fill someone else's void, and I didn't realize that I was doing that. Sometimes we make ourselves small to fit in someone's box and accommodate them. A lot of times we do that with men. Yeah. And when I was coming out, it was a long process of me coming out of the dark part of being divorced. So a lot of it had to do with my faith. A lot of it had to do with being around my girlfriends that I know really love and support me, and them being available to talk. I talked to Pep a lot. I cried a lot. I didn't try to rush through the emotion and the death of my marriage. I really focused on healing, and being consistent on whatever I had to do. I took a few classes. I did a little bit of therapy, so I'm like, whatever you have to do to get yourself out of it, you will one day eventually get past it, but it is really hard. And on ladies' night, Coco was going through a divorce, so I was freshly out, so we had a conversation about that. But for me, a great ladies' night is hotel room, pajama party, drinks, talking, laughing, playing some music, and venting, like Pep said. Like, like just talking about what you're going through and being there to support each other. That's a fun night for me. I actually had that night the day that I got divorced. I don't want to call it a divorce party.
Okay.
Because it wasn't a party, but it was an opportunity for me to get with my girls and say, after 4 years of trying to get divorced, I'm divorced.
4 years?
Yeah, it took 4 years,
oh my
child.
Goodness.
It was the hardest thing I've
That ain't gonna happen to me.
in my life. That they can keep you hung up in court.
Not me.
Through various ways that I had no idea. But bless the Lord, I'm out, and no shade to my baby daddy. He gave me 2 beautiful children, and so yeah, I'm good.
I love it. Well, it sounds like the show was healing for you guys, and it'll be healing for us. I want everybody, not just some people, not just a few people.
I ain't healing.
You're
I'm
in the
healing.
process.
I'm doing the healing.
Oh, I got you.
I'm healed.
You're out here claiming
I'm healed.
Claim it.
I'm claiming I'm
Claim
healed.
it. Claim it. And for you to get your healing, make sure you tune into Ladies Night Tuesday, April 30th on BET at 10 p.m.